Mo Salah is Liverpool's goalscorer, and he's gone off the boil. And what's that done? I think it's shone a light on the others a little bit more. Because I've said before about Virgil van Dijk maybe at the back getting other people out of trouble. Mo Salah's goals, I wouldn't say have got other people out of trouble. When you had Firmino and Mane, that was a front three. But I think what we've seen here now in terms of Diaz, Nunes, Salah, you'd probably class that as Liverpool's front three. The others aren't as clinical as what we've seen before, or certainly Mo Salah. And I think there is a real discussion with a new manager coming in, what the future holds for Mo Salah at Liverpool right now. It's probably the first time we've asked that question because he's only got a year to go on his deal. I think I'm at the stage now with Nunes where I don't think there is a question to ask. I think after 2 years at the club, and I've probably been guilty of this, you want him to do well so much because there's so much of what you like. Because he gives everything, he runs, he causes trouble, he gets the odd goal, he causes an assist. But after 2 years now, and when Liverpool this season are going for the title, and those big games you need your man to score away at Old Trafford, away at Goodison, in the European game at Atalanta. There's no time to waste, this is not October or November, this is the business end of the title. From that point of view, do you not question the timing of it getting released, that Klopp's leaving the club? Because I think over the last few weeks or a couple of months, everyone's saying it's a fairy tale ending, but the minute it goes wrong, I think you have to look at that timing. Do you think that's got something to do with Nunes finishing? No, but I think with Nunes, maybe with Salah, Van Dijk as well, these players now are looking. Klopp's so popular. Even as an Everton fan, I really like Jurgen Klopp. But with him leaving the club, in their heads they'll be thinking, what is my future holds? Am I still going to be a Liverpool player? Do I want to be a Liverpool player? I think that's something which, yeah, listen, there might be something in that. There might be something in that, but in terms of Nunes and where the club go forward now, I think after 2 years, I think we've all been in squads where someone comes in. We talk about maybe the first year where you say, okay, he's getting up to speed with it. He's improving, he's getting better, and it looked like he was at the start of the season, and it's ground to a halt, and you're looking at it now, and after 2 years, I don't think there's going to be a massive improvement in him after the 2 years. I think what we've seen in the 2 years, that is what he is. He can cause trouble, he can be erratic with his finishing. It's not going to improve, and I don't think it's going to be enough to win you the biggest trophy, so I think there's a big decision to be made on him in the summer. For me, I think it's, yes, the finishing, we can talk about that. I think, can he play on the left? I think, yes, he can play on the left. Now, if you're saying in a 4-3-3 system, you've got goal-scoring wingers or you've got a goal-scoring number 9, typically it's one or the other. I think in this particular team, you've got a goal-scoring winger in Salah, you've got Diaz, who's kind of half and half and half, and you've got Nunes, who's kind of half and half. Liverpool, when it was successful, had a goal-scoring Sadio Mane, had a goal-scoring Mohamed Salah, and the number 9, Firmino, would pitch him with assists, and he'd get his goals. Now, there's no continuity in terms of who's scoring, who's getting assists. They're relying on Salah. When Salah's not scoring, Jota is not fit, unfortunately, and he's the one who provides the goals. So in a way, it's like the new manager who comes into the football club is going to have to figure out a way in which to make these players gel. If these players aren't the players who he feels he can gel, then he's going to have to make a big decision. And of course, we can talk about Nunes' finishing. He's got to improve what he needs to improve. Obviously, I'm sitting with 2 of the best finishers we've probably seen in the Premier League. How easy is it to improve finishing? I mean, we've watched him now for 2 seasons. Is that possible to improve that? He will have a good spell when he scores a few goals. We saw that at the start of the season, at times last season. But is he ever going to be clinical? It's practice, repetition, and it's almost like you're training your brain. Once you get in these areas in training, it becomes more natural and you keep finishing. We were talking before about players at the end of training sessions. You see them still 25 yards out, taking shots a goal. If you're a number 9, your finishing should be from 6 yards to 12 yards. You've got to be doing stuff. Do you really think that they're not doing that? No, I'm dead serious right now. With sports science, literally the training session finishes, I've seen it. I've been involved in getting the players in. We used to set out for, I don't know how long, practice and finishing, free kicks, whatever it was. Now, everything's monitored. As soon as the session finishes, it's get in, we want you off your feet. That's a big change in the game. If I wanted to improve, I have to do things in places where I do my thing. I'm going to do a step over in this corner of the 6-yard box, go onto my right foot and try and score in the far corner. I'm going to put mannequins in the corner of the goal. I'm going to ask for the young lad as the goalkeeper. and I'm going to do things at match pace. It might only be 5 or 7, and they might put a limit, but when you're on the edge of the box and you've got the coach next to the goal, or one of the lads, and they're pinning it to the edge of the box, take a touch, time fault, lads, this and that. You know what it's like, you've been there. Do you know what I mean? That's not how you improve, I'm being totally honest. You have to do things at match tempo, maybe less than what you would do. You can't stay out for an hour doing things at match tempo, but 5 or 7 shots at match tempo, doing that every single day, I think you will improve, but you've got to do it that way. You can't be ambling around and joking and bantering this and that. It's not going to happen.